Program increments. We're taking a bunch of agile teams, running them all on the same cadence so that everybody is delivering together, everybody is planning together, and so on. And in this case, what we're doing is we're doing a program increment for the BIP program.
It's definitely a challenge working amongst the very geographically dispersed teams that we have. We have folks in Hines, we have folks in St. Pete, Florida, we have people in Austin, people in DC, of course the development teams here in Charleston as well, and so we're all over the place.
We've had a lot more time to sit face-to-face with our customers, go over our PI, talk about plans in real time, and then be able to actually interact with the other groups that are here to correlate our PIs with theirs. We don't have a lot of crossover, but we learn a lot from what they're doing so that we could take it back to our group and implement some of those things, and I would expect vice versa.
We start off with setting some expectations for where we want to be. We get to hear from some keynotes about what is important to our business customers. And then we have a lot of breakouts for what are the important things that we're going to deliver. And the goal is that at the end of these 3 days, we are going to get a plan, a high-level plan for what is going to be delivered in the next 12 weeks by all of these teams that are all part of the event.
Instead of operating in silos, we are operating as a single unit, and with that I think comes a lot of camaraderie, a lot of additional understanding, less of an us versus them mentality.
So bringing the smart people together and letting them talk and removing roadblocks, I think is extremely powerful and extremely exciting.
I think these PI plannings are great. It allows us to really think about the work that we have ahead of us for the next several months and really get together as a team and plan out everything that's needed, understand our risks, and understand where our dependencies are in order to achieve the work that we need.
I think it was very exciting for me because I'm working on the enterprise monitoring strategy, and I got to actually see those tools come to life and how the development teams actually use it to better diagnose problems or to be more proactive as well.
With being part of the other activities and the other breakout sessions as well as the opening and closing sessions has enabled us to increase our awareness and the other activities and projects ongoing within VA as a whole and specifically within VBA.
It's really focusing on the end user experience as the only thing that really counts. The Secretary of VA gave us a prime directive, right? It's customer service, customer experience. Our customer is the veteran and those who use technology for serving the veteran. So, with that in mind, any way we can learn to do that better is only going to be helping us, fulfill that. So I'm most excited about that and getting people excited to learn new things.
I represent NCA, and my office, we are the liaisons with NCA and OI&T. So we represent the end users and the business owner to ensure that our end users have the best product possible, and then NCA as a whole receives the best services that we can possibly develop.
We understand the OIT process. They understand the business process, and we have to cross-train each other. I need to understand the business process, the business need, but they have to understand the OIT process. And so by partnering with them directly, we can communicate to each other with the language that's appropriate to each other.
The biggest thing for me is the cross-functional aspects of what what they're doing and how they're bringing other groups in and other teams. I think it's absolutely instrumental in terms of kind of getting that connectedness kind of across the enterprise and not just about the BAM or the benefits or the BIP platform itself.
Every time I've been here, and I've been here many times beyond the PI events themselves, this is a place where I see work getting done, where I see people collaborating and communicating. I enjoy the energy of it, and I think the PI events themselves, really you see people, they're booked, they're double booked, they're triple booked, and I think that's indicative of how much we need to get done for veterans.
The owner, the product owner, they're going to look for the most functionality they can get to help the veteran. But I also want to make sure that as we build them what they're looking for, what they get is high quality. So that in the future they're not paying back debt that we'll make today by trying to do things fast. So that's my goal, is to take a cautious and a safe approach.
We're going to use a lot of the learnings from these events to go forward with some of our other teams things that we've learned for DevOps and for how we're interacting with each other and how our Agile teams are working.